The word of the day is enthrall. Enthrall is a verb and it means to hold somebody's attention or interest completely. An example would be, I was totally enthralled by Namita ma'am's online sessions. Growth mindset means having faith in your abilities to achieve anything. It's actually a belief that any skill can be grown, developed, and cultivated with practice and time. Hello, my dear learners. Welcome to the channel. I am your trainer Namita, and today in this video, I am going to talk about growth mindset and why it is so important to become fluent in English. If you are someone who is serious about learning English and to start speaking English in a very fluent and confident manner, then this video will change your whole English learning game. Because with a fixed mindset, it's very hard to become fluent in English. So I would say that having a growth mindset is a basic requirement to speak English fluently. Now, there are so many learners who struggle with English even when they have joined an institute, even when they have talked to experts over different applications. You still struggle because you might be having a fixed mindset. I have already created a detailed video on growth mindset. I'm going to link that video over here. You can go watch it. In that video, I have talked about moving to growth mindset from fixed mindset. You can check this video out, but here I'm going to tell you how exactly point after point you can use growth mindset in your favor. I'm going to share simply 5 basic points with you, but the 5th point is the showstopper. So don't avoid watching this video till the end, because that video will actually change your perception about English learning. No one will ever tell you about that thing. Before this video, you must have never heard of it, because here on this channel, I come up with original content which ultimately gets copied and pasted on other channels of those people who are learners themselves. Well, I'm not a learner. I'm an expert here. I've been teaching English for over 10-12 years now. I have taught English to different age groups, people from different professional backgrounds, everywhere. So you can check my qualifications down in the description box below. I am not an English learner. So if you are someone who loves learning English from English learners, then this channel is not for you. Here we talk only about practical solutions to becoming fluent in English. And if you follow the techniques and the points that I share over here, you can become fluent in English in just 3 months. Not even a single day more than 3 months. But for that, you have to dedicate 3 months and watch the videos religiously, note down what is being shared with you, and follow it in your life. Okay, coming to developing the growth mindset. Now, the very first requisite for having a growth mindset is that you have to leave the idea that you cannot speak in English. Right now, you don't believe that you can speak in English for various reasons. There are n number of reasons which tell you that you cannot speak in English. First of all, delete this idea and substitute with I can speak in English. And for this, you have to start using affirmations in your favor. Affirmations are those positive statements which we use to speak to ourselves. Start telling yourself that yes, I can speak in English like many other non-native speakers. People from India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, China. These are all the countries where English is not our first language, and there are so many people who are already speaking it in a very good way. You can do it too. Use affirmations such as my English is getting improved every day. I am able to learn more words. I have a good vocabulary bank for myself. I'm making less grammar mistakes. My sentence construction is improving by every passing day. I am practicing English religiously. I'm dedicating more time to learning English on my own than relying on videos and courses and institutes. This will help you develop a growth mindset in a beautiful way. Now the second point is, which is another very significant one, is switch off your self-pity. self-pity mode. Now pause this video right here and tell me, isn't it that most of you are on a self-pity mode? You say that I cannot speak in English because I come from a Hindi medium background. My education was in Hindi, all of it. I cannot speak in English because no one in my family could speak in English. I am not fluent because my friends cannot speak in English. I'm not fluent because I come from a poor family. I cannot speak because no one in my country can speak in English. We have so many languages. What is wrong with you? Do you like always cribbing, crying and complaining about it? Or do you believe in challenging yourself and accomplishing it as a task? You have already done so many things in your life. At one point of time, getting yourself a graduation degree was very hard, but you did it. Another point of time, getting yourself a job was very hard, but you did it. At one point of time, you had such tense relationships that you thought this coil would never detangle, but you did it. English, if right now seems an impossible task, you can do it. It is the least difficult out of all that which you've already accomplished. This you can do very easily. But for that, you have to stop complaining. Don't pity yourself. Instead, pat yourself on your back and tell yourself that you will do it. Challenge yourself. Give yourself a 3 months time and do it. Show yourself that you can do it. All right, my best wishes are always with you. Now, the third one, and this is the most significant point of all, don't rely on just one source of learning when it comes to building fluency, when it comes to building your communication skills. You are in your comfort zone right now, and these are the signs of a fixed mindset. You are just relying on this medium, watching YouTube videos most of the time because this comes handy. This is the easiest way. This is staying in your comfort zone and watching videos one after another, consuming endless content, because that's something which you can do by sitting in your comfort zone. When I tell you to work on all the 4 skills, work on your reading, your writing, your speaking along with listening, then it is like stepping out into something which you've not done. It's like working on your own. This is a passive learning medium. It's easy that someone is speaking and we are listening in and we will become fluent. No, you will not. No, if you're relying on this one source and you're comfortable in this comfort zone of yours, if you are having this fixed mindset, you won't become fluent in English, because to have a growth mindset means stepping out of your comfort zone and exploring different other areas of learning. Read newspapers, read books, read magazines, start writing articles, start writing diaries, start writing journals, and start talking to yourself. These are the things you have to do. By watching and just listening to English content, no, it won't. You might be able to paste a few sentences from somebody else's speech, but you won't be able to develop your own good communication skills. That would not happen. For that, you have to develop a growth mindset first, and the prerequisite of growth mindset is that you should be able to come out of your comfort zone. You have to do it. All right. Now the 4th point is, take inspiration from the people you listen to who you think speak good English, but don't just limit yourself there. Don't rely on them. Here on YouTube, you watch someone who is a completely illiterate person who has never even probably gone to school or I don't know what. You get impressed and you start watching. Whether they are speaking absolutely wrong English, there is no subject predicate in the right place, there is no subject verb agreement happening, they're just speaking anything and you're listening. You will develop wrong skills. Get inspired that, okay, if this person from a village, if this person who is an illiterate is being able to speak, I can do it. But rely on your abilities, rely on your skills and on your talents. Take inspiration, get motivated, but don't get stuck into that. Rely on your abilities, that you can do it in a better way. And for that, you have to believe in self-learning, that you can teach yourself any skill, not just English, not just becoming fluent in English and becoming confident in life and having a great personality, but anything, working on different areas. For that, you have to believe that self-learning is the best learning. It's like having a growth mindset. If you believe that self-learning is something which is important, you don't have to speak like somebody else. You don't have to speak like me. You don't have to speak like other experts. You don't have to speak like other people who are fluent. You have to build your own communication skill which you yourself feel impressed by. That's what you have to do. So take inspiration, get motivated, but rely on your abilities and your skills. All right. Now, as I said, that fifth point is going to be the showstopper. This is something which I'm going to tell you right now. It is that growth mindset gives you freedom. Here, because we are talking in context with English, so let me just relate it to English. When you learn English with a growth mindset, you are giving yourself a power to learn. When you leave it on the hands of a trainer, an expert, an institute, a course, or someone on a online platform, by talking to them, you are giving that power to that person. When you believe that having a growth mindset is important and then I have to learn it on my own, you are getting freedom. You are free to learn anything at your own pace, depending on your needs and keeping your strengths and weaknesses in your mind. It gives you freedom. You become so powerful, and that skill is going to be so polished, better than those who have just copy pasted someone's speech. Just be confident about your skills, your talent, your performance, your pace, your improvement areas, and start working on them on your own. And that's the magic of self-learning. That's the magic of having a growth mindset. A fixed mindset doesn't give you freedom. It doesn't give you power. It doesn't empower you. On this channel, my aim is to bring a lot of wisdom, and I want to empower you to learn it on your own. That is why I'm not making you dependent on myself. That is why I'm not selling applications here. I don't do any sponsored content, because then the whole aim gets diluted and I don't like it. I want you to do it on your own. I want you to be only then you will have confidence. If you do it on your own, then only you will be confident. Otherwise, you would never be confident. If you're dependent, you cannot be confident. So, growth mindset is magical to learn any skill: English, confidence, personality, people skill, relationship, anything. You have to have growth mindset. Start working on it. Start working on yourself. Leave your comfort zone. Come out of your fixed mind. Become free, enjoy the freedom, enjoy the power. All the very best to you. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.